Welp, the BMW Hommage R&D is back again with its third research and development. Today I'm gonna give some tips and advice on how to win this car and its event. But before I do that, make sure to smash that like button, guys, and also make sure to subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. Anyways, let's get into the video. First off, to make sure you understand, this R&D is one of the hardest to ever occur in Asphalt 8. It is only slightly easier than the Aris AF10 R&D, but then it's also technically harder than the Aris AF10 R&D. Now, what do I mean by this? Because those are two clashing statements that make no sense. What I mean is this: the Aris AF10 event was crazy difficult, but the good thing was that all the upgrades of the car were credit upgrades. The BMW Hommage, on the other hand, is one of two cars in the game that require token upgrades. Let me repeat that in case you weren't listening. This car requires token upgrades. About half the upgrades are credits, and half the upgrades are tokens. Thus, just maxing the car itself is 850,000 credits and 9,000 tokens. Pro kits for this car are also expensive. The car needs 1.4 million credits for pro kits. So how much money do you need? To decide this, we have to look at the minimum upgrade rank needed to beat this R&D. My recommended minimum rank is max 5505 and pro 5555. That's a ton of upgrading, and this means that without free upgrades, you need around 2 million credits and 7,500 tokens to achieve this tuning. However, the good thing is, like all R&Ds, this R&D does give a few free upgrades for the car. Thus, you should use these free upgrades on the token upgrades. So right here, I have a chart of the upgrading costs of the car. As shown, most of the token upgrades are on levels 4 to 5. The top speed upgrade is the most expensive, costing 2,265 tokens just for that last top speed upgrade. Assuming you use the free upgrades from the R&D on these really expensive token upgrades, you would still need a good 3,800 tokens for the rest of the upgrades, which is a crazy amount. This is why I would suggest getting Class A upgrades for mastery from other cars. I used all my free Class A upgrades for this car when its R&D occurred last year, and I managed to spend 0 tokens upgrading this car for the R&D. We also have to remember the types of car parts that are needed for the Pro Kit upgrades of this car. Now, this car needs 14 of each Class A part, 8 i6 engines, 4 initial techs, 4 early techs, 12 mid techs, and 8 advanced techs. But wait a minute, there's more that you need for this event. This R&D has some challenges that really are just difficult, so you may need about 1,000 more tokens for skipping challenges. So in conclusion, if you have lots of free Class A upgrades, you need about 2 million credits and 2,000 tokens. If you don't have a lot of Class A upgrades available, you need 2 million credits and 5,000 tokens minimum. And if you guys don't have anywhere near this amount, the chances of winning this event are very slim. So if that is the case, if you don't have the stuff needed to win this R&D, just try doing this R&D without having a single upgrade, without spending a single penny, and see how far you can get. Because most of Lab 1 and 2 can be completed without any upgrades, and you will make a huge profit from this event if you don't spend anything. Moving on from price, let's talk about the car's stats. This car is a top speed focused car and is capable of going 317 miles an hour at maximum speed. It is one of the fastest cars in Asphalt 8. Thus, the first priority is top speed when upgrading the car. The second priority is either nitro or acceleration, but I would put acceleration as a more important thing instead of nitro, because the car's acceleration is god-awful. The third priority is the nitro, as it does not give a huge speed boost, but it's still nice to have. Now, what about handling? Okay, listen guys, I'm telling you, do not upgrade the handling for max upgrades under any circumstances, because the handling of this car is weird if you max out the handling, and the car becomes really difficult to control once you max out the handling. Now, my next piece of advice can be used for any R&D, so listen up. Never skip challenges with tokens if possible. I know once in a while there's some of those challenges that are just really impossible, you can't beat it unless you skip it. Those, I mean, fine, you can skip it if you really want to waste all your tokens. But guys, you know it is so much cheaper to just buy 3 more keys than to skip challenges, okay? So try to avoid skipping challenges unless you really can't beat that challenge. Now, here's another thing to look out for. This car has a huge tuning kit bonus, which is great, okay? The issue is, without a tuning kit bonus, this car's speed is slower by a drastic amount. As you can see in this footage, I can go 297 miles an hour. That's it. But when I have a tuning kit, this can go 317 miles an hour. So without a tuning kit, it can be really difficult to beat some challenges. A tuning kit really does matter a lot, and you know, for most challenges, use a tuning kit, if possible. Now, my last piece of advice is kinda cheesy, and it can be used for any event in Asphalt 8, or actually, it can be used for any part of your life. Just be prepared to lose, guys. While it is good to have confidence in this event, just expect the worst. If you expect the worst, anything that happens will be better than or equal to the worst, and you won't feel as bad if you had such a high expectation of winning this car. So try to set your bar low so that it's really easy to aim higher no matter what happens. That is all from me, guys. Good luck on this event, and if you guys are interested in watching my review of the BMW Hommage, what its mastery is, and multiplayer races of it at Max Pro, click on the video on the top right in my outro. Okay? The last 20 seconds of this video, the outro, click on that top right video. Thanks for listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe, guys. Alright, it's getting kinda hard, okay? I'm getting like 2,000 views a day and like 3 subs every day. I really need a comeback, guys. So please, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much. I beg you guys, really, I beg you guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.
I took her to my penthouse and I freaked it. I haven't made my mind up, should I keep it? I got big dog status, it ain't no secret. Lady daddy da, slime on me now. Pass me some syrup.